Hello, this is Teresa, and welcome to my channel. So I typically turn the volume off so that we don't get double my voice, but I'm using my new mic, so I'm going to turn the volume on for just a minute. Let me make sure the video gets started. And so I just want to hear how it's doing. So I typically okay, that sounds good. All right. So, hi. It's been a while. I have been re redistributing my priorities. Is that what I want to say? And bringing a little bit more balance to my life. So I got really busy with crafting projects in July, and I loved it. But if I had a choice between crafting and working, I'd much rather craft, and that's kind of what I was doing. So I had to take a hard look at myself and say, enough is enough, Teresa. You need to get your priorities aligned. But I'm back today, and I've got my checklist going for different things in my life, and everything's checked off. So that means I get to spend some time on YouTube crafting with you. So, and hopefully you will get an opportunity to craft with me. Okay, this is a live chat, live video. And so if you'd like to say hi, I see that there's no one here right now, but if you pop in, you are welcome to say hi to me. And if you're looking at the replay, please feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you that way as well. And as always, if you don't do anything else, would you please just hit the like button? Thank you. Okay, well, even though I haven't been on YouTube videos a lot, I have been doing some shorts. I did show our little trip to the rodeo the other day, and I've also been using that community section of YouTube. Haven't ever done that before, but I decided to start using that a little bit and see what the heck, if it does anything, if it's any good. And so I've got some posts up in the community section, and it's a great way for me to show more pictures of what I'm doing. I think you guys maybe even can reply to it, and if you can reply and post pictures of what you're doing, I would love that. Got that silly tickle. But if not, that's what I've got Instagram for. Now, the interesting thing about Instagram, though, is that I've gotten a couple messages saying that I've broken some rules and they're going to suspend my account if I don't click on this link. Well, I had a thought about that, a good think about it, and I don't like to click on links. My sister sent me a link in Messenger for, while I'm chatting, I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff as well that we're going to do to make a tag like this. My sister sent me a link, and it was to some kind of Monopoly thing. And I was like, I don't click on links. I don't like to click on links. It's not because the person that is sending me links is dishonest. It's because the person who developed these links are doing it for a reason that the person who's sending me a link doesn't know about, isn't aware of. And so I deleted her message. I didn't say anything. But somebody else sent me a link. Oh, my granddaughter's mom sends me links to TikTok. I don't want to have anything to do with TikTok. Now, keep in mind, this is a personal opinion. This is a personal, what's that word? Conviction. And so if you think the way that I do, all's well and good. If you don't, well, that's fine too. And who knows? Maybe I don't need to be this extreme, but really, I just don't like TikTok, and I don't want to have anything to do with TikTok. I don't, yeah, that's enough said. Okay, so I think I've BS'd enough. Here is a Tim Holtz tag. I broke down about a month ago, and because I got this really good deal for Joann's um, products online. I think it was like, I don't know. I feel like I got 80% off some stuff. Anyways, it was great. So I loaded up on some Tim Holtz stuff that I wouldn't normally buy because the stuff is expensive and I really don't need it. Well, I'm going to use these, and then when I get down to my last tag, I'm going to use it for a template. And then what I can do is I can take my trash that I'm collecting and I can just use this as a template. Where's my pencil? And then by saving this, it will also remind me, because I'll be like doing faux Tim Holtz tags. That's what I'll be doing. And then it'll remind me that I want to cut out a couple of holes like that, and it'll remind me how I want to do it. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Had a good day today. My smart husband went and bought some things. He bought Pledge and something else. I think maybe you use Windex. And he was able to get some trouble spots cleaned up off of the floor in the living area. So this is a new to us trailer. We got it before May sometime. What comes before May? April, March. I can't remember if we got it in March or April of 2024. And so it's had some trouble areas. My wonderful husband has done so much to remediate those trouble areas. Had to get the air conditioning fixed, had to put in a new refrigerator. I was just looking to see if these holes, they're not as big as I want them to be. Phooey. So this is a half. I think I got a 3/4. Yeah, this is 3/4. Let's see if this is what I want. Anyways, then there were just some areas like the floor, because they had carpet taped down to the stairs and the floor. And oh, don't you just hate that? This is in between ½ inch and 3/4 inch. That is so annoying. I want it to be that size right there. So I guess I'd rather go with the ½ inch than the 3/4. So then what I would do is I would take my crocodile. Probably I would want to use this side. Oh my, this, for a person with shaky hands, this is not an easy. I'm going to need my tweezers. So anyways, he got all that sticky tape that, after you walk on it a while, it gets all black and just looks ugly. Oh my gosh, He got it off the floor, he got it off the stairs, and the stairs look almost brand new. I mean, the trailers look, I don't want to use that big one. I want to use this one. The trailer is, I'm going to support my hand and see if I can minimize the shakes. Hard enough to stay still, then I got to try and hit dead center, which I didn't. So what I could do, what I should have done, is I should have done maybe this. So I do have familiar trimmers, and that's why my hands shake like that. Let's see if I got it in the center. Yeah, I'm going to want this one. So, update on the gnat problem. We still have it. So frustrating. We have spent so much money on so many different things. If you hear a loud zap, I now have a bug zapper on the table next to my desk, and it makes a significant noise. I think it's a little better, but still not good enough. I cannot find where I want to do this at. Oh well. I'll have to think about that. But anyways, the idea is that I can make these, and then, you know, I might actually, where are they? I've got some holes pre-made. Like these. And I could actually, I'll just use those. When I'm ready, I will just use those. I bought one of those little die cut things, and so I have a bunch of those in here. Okay, so that's that part of what I wanted to talk about. Let's get everything out of the way. Because, you know, I can't think with stuff on my desk. So again, this is a live and the chat is open if anybody wants to say hi. Okay, so what are we going to do today? We're going to make a tag like I did here. So let me put that off to the side. Just zoom in on it a little bit. Okay. And still moving things off my desk. Where is my shaving cream? Okay. We're going to start with the shaving cream. And we're going to spray. Oh, I put the lid back on. We're going to spray a little bit of shaving cream down. And then we're going to spread the shaving cream out. too much. Okay, I think that'll be good. Now I need some inks. These are my Stampin' Up inks. I have 2 bottles of distressed inks, not a lot, but I have a ton of these, as you can see. I opened it up the wrong way, so everything is messy right now. Okay, so it's hard to see what I have where, so I just start to grab. I think I'll use that one, and I'll use that one. Yeah, and a green, and do we have a blue? I'm looking for the navy blue. It's called Night of Navy. Jiminy Christmas. Not finding any blues. Nope. 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 Okay, we'll use that blue. So we're just gonna pour a little bit of ink into the shaving cream. And then we're going to take our tag and we're going to let's see. Just going to rub it around on that and then bring it up. And let's go ahead and grab another tag. We'll do 2. And because I'm doing 2, if you're watching this video and you would like one of these tags, please comment on the video and you can win one of these tags. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to scrape this off. So I will randomly pick 2 names from the comments of only the comments that say you want to win a tag, because I don't want to bother anybody who doesn't want to win a tag. Okay, now I'm going to do the same over here. Boy, I should have something to wipe all this goodness onto so I don't waste it. I mean, the wipe would be really good. It's got a lot of great goodness, and wouldn't that might look good as like a bottom layer for on a cluster or something, wouldn't it? Hi Patricia, thank you. Patricia says this is a great technique. Nice to see you again, Patricia. Thanks for joining us. It's very messy. It's a very messy technique. Okay, there's that cleanup. Look at my hands. Oh my goodness. Inky fingers. I believe you can. In fact, so Patricia asked, could you use this on a stencil? And so there was that part, but like, for instance, say you didn't have any shaving cream and you wanted to do something similar, so many things you could do. You could take like an ink pad. I have ink spots, so it would be really easy for me. But just laying down some blobs of ink. In fact, we'll do it with something like this. Let's see. This is peeled paint, and this is the spritz. So say I've got 5 different colors of this spritz. I'm only going to use 1. So say this is 5 different colors, okay, that I've got down here. And then say I've got a stencil. Oh, we'll just deviate from what I was going to do to show you. That would be fun. Okay. So I'm going to take a stencil. Only need 1. And I'm going to lay this stencil on top of this like that. And now I'm going to lay this stencil on top of this. Am I off screen? No, I'm not. Good. I've never done this before. Yeah, it kind of does something. But I'm going to do more actually here in just a minute that might be of more interest to you. Okay, so let's get this bottom layer dry a little bit. I don't want to waste that. Okay, now I'm going to I'm going to use a stencil, and I'm going to use one of my brushes. And what color do I want to ink with? I think I will ink with this one. Now, ideally, I would prefer to have a stamp pad, ink pad, I mean, but I don't have one handy, so I'm going to use the ink refill for this. Which does not work as good as an ink pad would. Okay, so that's what we've got. Okay. Oh, got a bug. Did you hear that? Okay, there's that. So now I'm going to do the same thing with this one, but this one I'm going to use, let me get these inks out of the way. Some Distress Oxide ink. In a darker color. Oh dear, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, I didn't mean to use that brush. I meant to use this brush. Now I've just contaminated that one. And possibly the ink pad at the same time. But I've been really rough on this ink pad. Do any of you watch Pam at the Paper Outpost? And you know how she takes her ink pads and she sprays water on them? I have been dying to know how that works, but I was always afraid. And then one day I was like, hey, if it doesn't work, I'll just get another ink pad. And it's fun. I wouldn't recommend doing it to more than about one ink pad because I think maybe it does break the ink pad down a little bit. I don't know. And but I'm not going to do it for more than one ink pad, I don't think. But I do enjoy doing that once in a while. And it's my stuff, and I'm using it, and that's what's important. I wouldn't say I'm ruining it, I'd say I'm using it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I think I'll just ink that edges so that I don't forget. Now I'm going to use a different, I think I'll use this, no, I think I will use this one again. At least on this one, I'm going to use this one again. And this time I'm going to use, whoops, I'm going to use my crackle paste. Okay, that covered up the first, well, I've got a little bit of blue underneath there. That's not quite working. I was thinking the blue might show through the crackle paste. We'll see what happens. So for this one, I think I'll use this stencil. And this is just a really, really messy project. So if you like to get messy, this is what you want to do. Most pastes that you use for stenciling do not clean off of your stencil 100%. One good way of helping to clean them better is if you have a little container of dish soap as hot as possible for to throw these in as soon as you're done using them, and that helps to dissolve this paste off of your stencil. However, I don't worry about cleaning all of the paste off of the stencils. Might be good to have like a Mr. Eraser or one of those green scrubby pads handy. That would help. This one I really let sit too long, and it's really challenging me to try and get that paste off. Messy, messy, messy. When you buy these sort of things for crafting, any of these kind of pastes, you want to make sure you put the lid on tightly. Sometimes you may consider putting like saran wrap underneath the lid, but your best bet is to use your stuff. Use these things as quickly as possible. I've had these inks for years, but you don't want to try and hold on to your paste for years. You want to use them as quickly as possible before they dry up. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set this off to the side and let it have a little bit more time to dry. And I'm going to take a piece of paper, and I need a stamp. I'm just over here looking for a stamp that has a pretty floral image. And I'm not finding anything that I want. I might try this. So I need a piece of paper. Oops, there's another bug. I just remembered that I had a scrap of paper in there, and I think this is big enough for what I want. I love this stamp, but it doesn't do as clear of an image as I would like it to. But we're gonna keep moving on. So I'm going to take a little bit of ink And I'm going to paint on this image. I just was dabbing it up. I don't know what I was doing. That out of the way. Now I'm not going to try and use this whole image, so that's why I didn't try to paint the whole image. Okay, I'm going to save that as a focal point to go on one of the, oh no, I laid the ink pad on top of one of my tags that is drying. Okay. Now, because I didn't get as crazy with the ink on this one, I'm going to use more of these. These are the Distress Spritz sprays. This one is Fossilized Amber. Doesn't show up very good. This one leaks. I don't know. Some of these Tim Holtz products do leak, and it is very annoying. And I think it's poor quality. But when you use the product itself, so I would say that the poor quality is in the applicator, but the inks are a lot of fun to play with. Let's use some blue. I know some people just absolutely love Tim Holtz, and maybe would not ever say anything negative about him, but you know, all I had to do was show you the bottle. All I have to do is show you what happens there, and it didn't happen on this one. I do try to always remember to clean the nozzle, you know, so that just shows you that you can have a bottle that doesn't leak. Go ahead and ink around the edges. I don't know that I'm going to end up having needed to ink around the edges. Ooh, that's really wet right there. Because I'm going to use some of the gold wax, foundry wax, I think it's called. I'll show you in just a minute. I keep it in here with my paints. This is my small assortment of distressed paints that I have. I don't need all the colors. This you have to shake too. And are my hands messy enough? No. No, they're not messy enough. Let's get them more messy. So my trimmers determine where things are going to go a lot of times. So I don't have to worry about trying to do squiggles. My trimmers do it for me. And And this stuff then, after you put it on and then you heat it up, it melts. Let me hold it closer to the camera, see if you can see it turn. Let's see what we got so far. Pretty interesting. So the next thing on this one, I stamped these little images and fussy cut them out. I did little circles with the crackle and some different things that way. So this time I'm going to take, let's see, oh, too bad that wasn't a vertical picture. That would be good. Here we go. This one will be fun. This is out of an old French periodical, early 1900s. Really quite big. I'm going to tear it down. I don't like to cover up my background. That's better. And then I'm going to take, where'd it go? I was thinking I would take this and put this on here. I don't actually like that, so change of plans. Now I'm using Pritt stick here, and I'm not expecting the Pritt stick to be a permanent adhesive because of all the stuff that I've got on this tag. I'm just doing it to hold it on there. Oh, wait a minute. Think. I want to layer underneath it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. The pen that I'm using for this is not a stainless steel pen, and so it's rusting inside. That's why the glue isn't pure white. I usually use a stainless steel pen, but I didn't in this case, and that's okay. It's not a problem. Oh, everything is so beautiful. All right, I think I'm gonna put it down here. And let's get the old sewing machine up here. Oh, that's not a very good view, is it? Oh, goodness. Well, okay. Not a lot I can do about that. I'll get this sewn real quick and then bring you back. Okay, now we've got our focal point on there. Trim up these threads so I can see what I've got. And now I want, instead of using flowers, I'm going to get my Tim Holtz little bits, my Tim Holtz ephemera. Who knows, I might find a butterfly or a flower. What I got to dump this in? Right, Patricia says stitching really sets it off. I think so too. And I bought a sewing machine just so that I could do that sort of thing. I'm looking for the small pieces that I have. Here's a little floral. Oh, this is what I want right here. Okay, what else do I got? That's really cute. I'm going to go with that. We're on an hour here. I apologize for the length of the video, but I just can't do videos fast when I do Craft with Me because I'm planning, I'm designing as I go, and I'm not a fancy designer that knows what I want to do at a moment's notice. I'm a slow designer. I'm a slow crafter. That's why I don't do super long, I don't do mass makes. My idea of a mass make is 2 or 3. Whoops. need something underneath that. Maybe a little bit of paper. It's not quite doing it for me. Okay, I'm going to destroy this. I think I like that. Okay, now to get it to stay where I want it. So I do that sort of thing by, this is difficult, bear with me. Can't tell. Ah! Oh, phooey. Okay, that was the Stabilo 8046 pencil. That's just some water. This is some Sari silk. And then we're going to take some of this twine here, longer a piece than I actually need because of the trimmers. It's just too hard to tie small pieces for me. And I'm going to take this so I can get all these strings going the way I want them. And I'm going to wrap this around here. Scoot this up. You guys all belong up there, out of the way. And I'll see if I can do a bow. Alright, is that everything I want to do on this? I just love all the little frayed looks of this with the cheesecloth and the sari silk and everything. A little bit of fray from the black stitching. And I think I'm done with this one. Let's see what it looks like next to the other one. Whew. So this one had a little burlap twine with some charms. Yeah, I like the way that looks. The only thing that I want to do with this is add some bling. I want to add some bling. What kind of bling would look good? I think I might go with those. These will be fun for autumn. Okay. So do I want pearls or do I want this? And it's going to have to go right about here for it to stick. Or do I want pearls? I want those. I have so much bling from my Stampin' Up days, Patricia. May as well use it, right? Just need some replacement in it. Don't run out right now. I need to use you. Oh well. I noticed that side came up a bit, so let's put some more glue down there. Amen. You can always use bling. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. Thanks for hanging out and sticking with it. And I hope that I was able to do something that was inspiring to you. And I hope that you will join me in the next video. And if so, I look forward to hopefully chatting with you then. Let's see, Patricia asked another question. What color inks did you use on the left one? Okay, so my left would be this one, and I kind of mixed them together. Let's see, I used crushed curry. These are Stampin' Up inks. And I used Blushing Bride, Balmy Blue, I don't think I used that, and I used Shaded Spruce. So to fill this one in a bit, I'm probably going to take something like a stamp like this little one, and I'm probably going to take my Memento stamp pad. I got to figure out which way to stamp this. Yep. And just fill this in. Okay, then that just, I didn't like the bare areas around there. So thanks again, and I hope to see you again. Take care.